Hello, this is Cuberized, and welcome to my Craftoria Let's Play. Well, the last few episodes we've been running around the Twilight Forest and exploring, looting, going through and finding different areas, and progressing through the bosses. So when we take a look here at our not Monster Mayhem, bosses, we have completed the bosses of the Twilight Forest. So I hope you found that entertaining. I enjoyed doing it very much so. And now we're going to do a couple of other things. In personal storage, I realized I have not upgraded my tank all the way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So here we go on a number of things here. First thing is the tank. So this is my current tank. This is the tank dock, and here's some netherite. So let's go ahead and do that. And of course the recipe is that. One big tank. And then let me put this back up here. There. There we go. Personal storage is done. Now I still have the links. So here, when we take a look, I have lots of room. So it'll take 4096 buckets. More than I ever would need, but it's good to have it done. So that is there. Next item on the list is one of the things from the Twilight Forest I was very excited about, and still am. It is the Uncrafting table, which is 8 crafting tables around a maze map focus. I was hoping we could find one of these. We did not, but that's okay, because we have what we need to make it. And I'm going to plop it, well, let's plop it here. And there it is. Don't really have anything to deconstruct. But, well, actually, let me see. I don't know if it'll do this, but yeah, it will. So for a certain amount of experience, so you put the item you want to deconstruct in here. For a certain amount of experience, and it generally correlates to the number of items that it ends up decomposing into, or uncrafting into. So this goes into 2 items from 1, and therefore it takes 2 experience, which is nothing, and then you get your anvil and your frame back. That's exactly how we made it. So if you want to say, let's pick something here. Let's just pick a regular vanilla chest. So if I wanted to do a regular vanilla chest, it would be 8 because it's made with 8. So if it's... My rule of thumb is that if the experience is more than the value you're getting out of it, then it's probably not worth it. I can repurpose this by using it as fuel. I don't necessarily need to break it down into wood. It's not really the point. But if I wanted to break down, say, oh, let's see, what did I find? I did find ender chests, so I've got a lot of ender chests, so maybe I want to break that down. So I've got one in my hand. I'm going to regret not having this over there. I can tell I'm running back and forth. So I could get this out of it. It takes 9 experience, but if you happen to need Eyes of Ender or want some obsidian and don't want to go out mining for it, if you have a lot of experience, this is a good way to repurpose it. And yes, I've already decided I want to pick that up. There we go, give me that. Okay, let me go move this back over here. So, it's really easy to use. You can definitely repurpose things that you're not using to get things that you want to use. And I really don't have a great spot over here to use it. But it also can be used as a crafting table. So let's just take, and this is a feature that can be adjusted, obviously, through the file. So if I just wanted to use it as a crafting table, there it is. And it does not retain like this one does, the crafting station, but so it doesn't retain the inventory in here, but you could use this in lieu of that if you just want to use it as crafting and not necessarily uncrafting that often. And crafting is free. So there you go. And there that is. Yay. Okay. Yay. Very excited. All right, let's take care of a couple of other things. That was one of the big reasons to go to the Twilight Forest. Well, other than all of the lovely bosses and achievements to get. We did get some Charm of Life, and I will use this. You put 4 of them in a crafting table and get a Charm of Life 2, which is the highest tier, and then I can put that in my charm slot. Same thing here, it goes from 1 to 2 to 3. This has 3 tiers, this only has 2. And this is a Charm of Keeping. So you do that to get the next level up, and I can do this to get the next level up, and then I will equip one of each. So we can put this in. This essentially, it does very similar to this, and this is, yeah. So we have both. Yeah, so I'll put the rest of these away. And then, let's see, we did Charm of Keeping, we did that. The Hearthstone. So there's a couple of things also in... oh, we can get our quest. Yes, let's get that. Netherite's always nice. In gadgets, yes, we have not finished all the gadgets. So the Hearthstone, not Hearthstone, we made, and it's made from polished deep slate and an amethyst shard. So I'm actually, let's make one more. And the reason I want one more is I've already used up a little bit of this one. It does have durability, so it will eventually disappear. But I want to make this one. Now the Energized Hearthstone is you have to hit it with lightning. And there's a couple of ways to hit it with lightning. One is by spell, and the other one is by trident. I'm looking here. That's a pitchfork, that's not a trident. There's my trident. Yes, I put all these up. Displaying all the stuff here. Yeah, and that's just a regular trident. Okay, so I'm going to try safely, I hope, to be able to get this. So I'm going to go up here. 1 second, I'll be up on the roof in a moment. Okay, so this is the setup. I'm on the roof. There's the way back down. And this is where I actually made charged creepers. By waiting for a storm and lightning, and then realized that I could cast a spell to do the same thing. So I have lightning here. It does have a cooldown, so I'm going to try to do this with the stone. Now I don't know if I can do this with charges or not, and I'm going to need to... So this will be fun because I'm not sure what this will take, but with a spell. And let me double check and make sure I have that. Yes. And it did not work. Let's try that again. And that's the wrong one. Let's try it with this one. And I don't know, I might be on cooldown. And I don't want to get too close because I don't want to get fried, but... Okay, that definitely hit it. And I'm not seeing that I've made it, so it may need to go into here. And I'm these guys should be moving away from me, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and toss this down. And then I'm going to hit it with, I hope, with lightning. Nope, lightning bolts on cooldown. It doesn't take too long. Yeah, it is not doing what I'd hoped. So I could put it in here and hope for the best. We'll come back to that when I have rain and thunder and lightning. But for now, let's tuck that away. I will definitely come back to that. And yeah, I don't know that I... Oh, that's my reward. Yeah, let me put that away. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to go through was we had made the sacred salt. And that is made by... It's not complicated. But the trick is so you need glowstone or gunpowder or redstone. So one of those you should have been able to get from somewhere. The poison potato is actually much easier than the fermented spider's eye. And then here you just need glowberries. I was fortunate enough that there were glowberries all over my base. So I have plenty of vines of this stuff everywhere. You can find them in lush caves. I don't know if the merchant... Let's go, or not the merchant, but the market. Let's go check the market and see if this guy has it. He's right around the corner. And he's face planted into a wall. Okay. Nope, it doesn't look like it's in there. Okay. So yeah, you'd have to find it in a cave, or you know, even if you find one of these buildings, you can just grab one of these. So once you have that, you can make this stuff called sacred salt. Now we use this already, and it actually does prevent hostile mobs from spawning close to you. The other options are in here, which is sacred balm and sacred salve. The difference between these is they all do the same thing, but it's just a matter of the distance it works. So here, if you take a look at this, stops nearby hostile mobs from spawning. Great. This one, I'll actually do this one next. It lasts a bit longer than the salt and works in a larger area. So this is the sacred salt. So it's an improvement over that. And then this one is the one that lasts longer but isn't as far. So it depends on whether you want duration or radius. Do you want it to last longer or do you want it to extend further out? So this is better for distance, this is better for duration, and this is just cheaper. And these both require this. So let's make these and probably make it in here. So here is the sacred salve. Nope, wrong one, sorry. There we go. So you need a honey bottle, some kind of a flower, a glowing ink sac, and sacred salt. So I've got that. And there we go. And then the other one here, again, this is the one that gets you, that lasts longer, is 4 salts, a phantom membrane, honeycomb, and a bowl. And there's that. And so these are nice to have if you're doing something like mining tunnel, and you only have the one. So you might want something that lasts longer rather than goes farther. If you're cave exploring, you might want further distance, maybe? Depends on what you're doing. But you have both of these options, plus you have the regular salt. So there you go. And I am going to keep both of those on hand. So this is my, this is a very cool gizmo to have. It's a mouthful, but it's essentially the occultism version of a backpack. You cannot dye this, so it only comes in this color, but I think you can put a name tag on it so that you can identify one from the other. And it's big. It's got a lot of room. Compared to, this is my Netherite backpack. So here's Netherite backpack. It's a 10 by 12. And this is 9 by 13. So they're close. And it's, as I said, it's a surprise. Let's just do occultism. Yeah, so I've got this one. You do have to get into occultism to get this. You can put this on your belt slot if you want to, which means that you can have a backpack on your back slot. I think that's the slot it goes on. Yeah, there's a backpack slot here, and you can put this on your belt slot if you're not wearing a belt. I happen to like the belts I've got on, but you could do that. It will not go in a charm slot, so, and it doesn't go in this one either. Just a reminder, some of these here appeared with Spectrum. They're Spectrum special slots, so, and we haven't gotten into Spectrum yet. But with this, I wanted to talk about, back here. We've made all these chalks. We have not made the final ones. So let's talk about how we do that, which are the ones down here. So green is made with a bunch of plants, and you're going to do it on a ritual we already have. And this is just to get the nature paste that you put with the white chalk to make the green chalk, and then it's impure, so you have to run it through the spirit fire. So it looks like you need some kind of seeds, some kind of leaves, and some kind of saplings, and it looks like it's 3 and 3 and 3. Yeah. So let's go over to the occultism area, and because this is where I have my spirit fire. I do have previous episodes that talk about occultism and how I laid these out. So if you, yeah, it would. If you want to get into occultism, I take this step by step so you can understand how to make these. So let's take a look at what we've got here. First of all, looking at this one, which of these rituals is the one I want? It's familiar, it's here, that one. That one. So it's down here. And I have fire everywhere. Alright, so let's get our we need a book of binding. So we don't even need a complicated book, we just need a foliate book. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 3 of each. So let's find saplings. What kind of saplings do we have? Oh, we've pretty much everything. Oh, we can use the other world ones. How about leaves? Leaves are actually the ones I'm worried about because, well, no, I actually have quite a bit of everything. And then finally we need seeds. And again, I don't know that it matters, so let's do wheat. We'll see. We'll see if it matters. So I have 8 here bowls plus the center, but I need 9 bowls. So let's craft up, if I have the supplies, 1 more bowl. Or I can borrow one, that's the other option. Sacrificial bowl. I've got it. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Let's just put it there. Yeah, definitely running out of space with all the markings on the ground. So here we go. Let's put this stuff out. And again, I don't think it matters. It just has to be here. I don't think the actual placement matters. Especially also since my placement, yeah, we're just trying to do 3 of each. Okay. And then do I happen to have a foliate that is, I do. I have a foliate that's unbound. Has not been bound. Okay. So, and I have my dictionary. So we're going to do this to bind it, and then we're going to put this here. And if we did it right, we have these lovely particles. And this may take a while. So, moving onwards, what else do we need to do here? Let's take a look back at the book. Let's make the next chalk. So this is light blue, and it's going to need crushed ice, crushed pack ice, and crushed blue ice. And a foliate can't do it, so I need a better crusher. Good news is I have a better crusher. So what I need is, I need my crusher, and then I need, which is this guy here, and I need ice. So what kind of ice do I have? I have my blue. I have ice. And I have packed. So I think I have everything I need, and there is my green stuff. Okay. that I need. So this is just combined with this to make this. And I probably have that in here as well. Nope, not seeing it. There it is. So 1 impure chalk, 1 glob of nature's paste, and I get that. And I have a friend. Hello. You just jumped right in here, didn't you? What do you have? Epic ink is not bad. Mac and cheese block. A little concerning that it's in a block form. Yeah. So, I think, let me see, did I bring any emeralds with me? No. Let me go look here. How many emeralds do I have? I haven't looked in a while. I have quite a few. Where are you going? Don't go anywhere. Don't go, don't go. Wait, wait. I want that. Yep. And I gotta try one of those. Let me have another one of these. Let me actually, if you're gonna take more, let me go ahead and grab some more ink. Let's see here. I don't know how many he'll let me have, but... Oh, that's interesting. It's... okay. Okay, I can actually use it for as bone meal. And, yeah, it has uses with it. So that's pretty cool. And he's running away again. Stop that. I want the inks. Okay, now he's done. Anything else? No. Okay, sorry. Sidetracked by the merchant. So let's put our emeralds away and get our guy out who's going to be doing the crushing. Will you kind of go away? Go on. You're in the way. Thank you. So this is our guy. Yes. So he should be able to do this. So I'm going to toss him ice first because I have... Yeah, I'm getting sparkly effects, so he did something. And there it is, crushed ice. I will give him that, and he probably will be able to pick up that too. Okay, so we get this going on, and I'm just going to put this stuff away. And that I need to put with that. So I've got my green. Oh, thank you very much. And I'm going to put you away. So it's something, if you're going to continue on making the chalk and other things, you're going to need to do this as far as be able to get a higher tiered crusher. They're fun to have because they can crush all kind of things. I had it crush some netherite, sorry, ancient debris down into dust for me. Okay, no. You get one more chance to stay away from me, and then I'm going to have to kick you out of my space here. And there's the blue. And we need also the meat chalk. Really? It's called meat chalk? Pink slime. Yes? Demonic meat. You need to summon and kill a possessed zombified piglin. Okay. Okay. Let's go back here and see if it okay. So summoning is... That's that kind of summoning. I want the familiar kind of... That's possession. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Let's go back in and see what other kind of chalk I need. I'm going to need these three, and we're going to create this one, and then we overlay it on top of this one. So let's see if I can make these chalk, or if I need something specific. Pulverize and echo shard. Okay. So I need Anesium dust, which is the occultism ore that you can't see, an echo shard dust, and a glowing ink sac. Okay, so I'm going to need my crusher back. Let me see if I have Anesium. Should. There it is right there. There's one. Do I have any more? I have Anesium dust already. Good. Good. And I don't have to worry about that. Just need the one, and I need an ink sac. That kind. And then I need unless I've already crushed one. Echo dust. So I have not. So we're going to give this to him to crush. Come on. Do you have to be higher level to crush this? I need the higher level crusher. Okay. I need this guy. The Marid. Because I don't think this is going to get crushed any other way. Oh! Okay. This'll be fun. Ah! Sorry, guys. Let me, did not mean to do that, and I think they're spitting at me, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that's why it's not... So, I do need to summon the other guy, but I can actually, with one level, can actually, quote-unquote, uncraft this. This is gray paste, which you won't get, but you do get the dust. And there we go. And let's go back. Yes, but otherwise I would actually have to... And I'm probably going to anyway. Are you guys fighting each other? Well, that's fine, as long as you're not fighting me. Yeah, they are. They're spitting at each other. Silly llamas. Alright, so let's put this guy back. So I've got what I need. And... here. I'm sure I'm getting involved in this one. I don't want to be. And there it is. Not too bad. And it looks like it's not using up... Thank you. I'll put that away too. We'll talk about what just happened. Put that away. So let's go get the next chalk. Is the brown chalk. Alignment test. Anyone who possesses it is automatically classified as evil. Oh, that's not going to be good. We need to summon and kill a mercy goat. Okay, well that's another summoning thing. We'll pass on that one for the moment. And then let's power of a dragon in a single chalk. That doesn't sound good. Dragon breath, amethyst dust, and end crystals. And crushed end stone. Okay, that's a lot. And a chorus fruit and an amethyst dust. So I'm going to need a couple. I'm going to need 3 amethyst dust. Okay. How does one make amethyst dust? Probably with a crusher. I'm guessing with amethyst. Yep, crushing. Okay. So let's get our guy back out. Alright. Let's toss him some amethyst. And I just need 3. Now he should be able to hold all 3. And he's got them in his hand. That's what I was hoping he was going to do with the Echo Shard, but it's not. He wasn't high enough level. So you'll see him and he will drop them. And if I had my backpack on, they would be picking them up. Thank you. Let's put you away. I put him away for his own safety. Because I could accidentally hit him with a lightning bolt, and then I'd have to kill him, and then that gets all messy. Okay, so what? We need this one. That one doesn't sound familiar. I'm almost afraid to say it's this one down here. No, it's not. Okay. That's this one. So, okay. So we need to put that stuff here. Let's go back over what we need again. Last time. We're going to need 3 dragon's breath. I've got the 3 amethyst. We need that. I need 1 chorus fruit, 1 end stone. I think I'm going to need my guy back. Unless because I think he's the only one who can crush end stone. No, I already had that done. Okay, so I've got my 1 end stone dust. And crystals. There. I need 4 of those. 2, 3, 4. Chorus fruit. I don't have many of those. I'm lucky I've got that. And yeah, can't remember. I think I'm missing something. Chorus fruit and the thing go here. Those. Oh, the dragon's breath. Yeah, and I still have some of those. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, is that everything? 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I think that's it. Okay, so I want to keep this and one of these set aside, and this is not part of this. So 2 of these go here, and not that one. Put these 4 down. Put that down. And I need another bowl. Is that right? Yes, I do. Thankfully, these are not hard to make. And if you have the supplies already pre-made, it's fast. So I will put this here for symmetry. Not that I need to, but you know, what the heck. And now what are we dealing with in the middle? This is a top level. I don't know that I have that many of those. I have exactly 1. Okay, that's fine. And we take our dictionary with the book. It's bound. And now... Okay, that's doing its thing. Now, let's see what else we need to do. So that will get us this dragon yeast dust. So we just mix it with that. And then we will have this chalk. So I still need this one and this one. So one moment while I figure out how to do that. And I'm going to pause the video and let this keep going. So it will finish, and I'll be back for how to summon that stuff. Okay, the merchant is still roaming around, but hopefully he'll stay over there. This is still going, and it's doing its thing. So we're going to just keep going over here. So how I figured this out. So I'm looking at impure pink chalk, and we take a look at it again. This is the recipe, which is we need these demonic meat here. And that is actually, I just click on it and it says, we need this one. And these are the items we need. And the book we need. So we need a yellow book, which is the Ifrit. Nether quartz, the 2 mushrooms from the nether. And gilded blackstone, which is the blackstone that has the gold in it. And then we have to sacrifice a pig to get this to summon. So, and the whole thing takes 90 seconds. So it's not too long, but yeah, that is still going. Yeah. Yeah, surprisingly. Okay, so, alright, you were just enjoying being in my way. So let's take a look here. Let's grab this stuff real quick. Hopefully, so there's that. So I got lucky there. I went back and grabbed some pigs from my base that I happened to have already captured, so just picking them up. And then we need the mushrooms. I don't remember what they're called. I think one is warped. Yep. It's a warped fungus. And then the other one is... It's like I can visualize it, but I can't recall what it is. We'll just look. Let's just go back to the book and look. So the one we're actually going to be doing is this one right here. So this is in the second drawing, which is why I'm standing where I am. And we're doing this zombified pigland. And it's the crimson. That's what I'm thinking of, another quartz. And this is why we pick up random things, is because you never know when you're going to need them. Okay, so we put this in the bowls. And I know they're right here, being right here. Now when you're doing a sacrifice, just as a reminder, you need to have the special block underneath it called the sacrificial altar. If you don't have it, this is not going to work. And I hope this works. Okay, I've got pig at the ready. Let me... Yep. Oh, you know what? I don't have the book. Awesome, I did not put the book in. And this is why we brought extra pigs. Because had this problem last time. Book of Binding. So I've got this one already bound. Let me, did I bind him for a reason? I don't know. But we'll... Okay, pig sacrifice. Let's do the pig sacrifice again. Because it's telling me... Did that do it? Yep, that did it. I have particles. And the pig is not hovering over the bowl anymore. Okay, so that's going to do its thing. We know it's going to take 90 seconds, so let me come back over here. And yes, I got my thing. It finished. And this is doing its thing. And we're going to have something I'm going to need to deal with here in a moment. So I'm going to try to be quick. I need one of these, and this, and this, and this. And there's that. And this is almost done with the fourth thing consuming it, so I don't want you to miss anything, so we're just going to sit here and stare for just a moment. So after this we have to summon one more thing, and that'll get us the final chalk, and we will then have all of the chalks, I believe. So we can go ahead and make the final diagram, which I really don't have a place for. Which just dawned on me. I need to expand a little bit here. And hopefully with my sword I will have enough that I will get more than one piece of meat. How many hit points does this guy have? 80. Okay. Not impossible. Just not happy. Okay, there we go. And we got... did I just get one? Ah, I just got one. Okay, this will have to be done multiple times. I didn't get it to... Nope, it didn't go in here. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to do that again, and I didn't bring enough pigs. So I think I'm going to wrap up the episode by going and killing Brady the Mean. So let's see if we can walk him around here. I'm just going to pop over to my original base, and I will go outside and get him. Yep. Not having any way for mobs to get into my base, to get into the occultism area is kind of nice because they're not going to display. This guy's got 51 hit points. He's got armor on though. So these guys are not technically trivial. And there we go. He was a bonus thing. So let me go home. And let me see if I can get some more pigs. We've got... That should be enough. And I will go back. Occultism. Okay. I was hoping for more than one. But, you know, hey, it's okay. Let me just put this stuff in here that I don't need. So this I need, this I don't, that I do not. I got tallow! Hey! You can make the big candles with that. I don't think I have any, but yeah, this is... Tallow can be used to make... they don't look big, but they're about twice as high and twice as... about twice as large in diameter and height than the regular ones, but it's just string and tallow. And then you can make them different colors. And they look a lot more impressive than those. But we had these. A lot of those. So that's what I used. Alright, so let's get this guy going again. So we need... Oops. That's fine. So I need... let me grab some of that. And then warped. Got those. Crimson. So this definitely takes a trip to the Nether, if you have not already been, and to literally go pick mushrooms, and get the blackstone, if you don't already have that. So, oh, and there's another guy right there, blue guy. He's coming up to meet us. So let's put this stuff down. And we'll see if we can get to summoning here, and we can go deal with that guy. And I think this was... Let me just double check the book, which is yellow, yes. And I have one, I believe. Let's get that up out of the way. Yeah, I just haven't bound it yet, which I can do because it's very simple. You just put the Dictionary of Spirits with your book. Okay, that's going. Oh, I have to do the pig. Dang. Always forget about the sacrifice. Nope, 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 nope. Put the book back. Release the pig. Okay. There we go. I have particles. Alright, where's the blue guy? Looks like a caster. Yeah, I should be able to do that, because when I summon the guy, he's not going to be able to get out. Again, another reason that I like that. Oh, he's a nice guy. Come on. Oh, you summon the polar bear. I hate it when you do that, because I don't like killing the polar bear. Alright. Now, let's haste. Let's do... Nope. Nope. Yeah, we can do that. I don't want you. I want the guy. Where's the guy? Where'd he go? Will you knock it off? Stop that. I'm trying to focus, and I've lost... Did I accidentally kill him? Yeah, I did. Something's here. Shattered soul shard. Yeah, there it is. That's, wow. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Okay, let me go this way. I don't know why I'm going that way, because I can't get in there. Alright, let's do this. Start again. I need to go kill a... No! Where'd you go? Ah! Let me guess, he spawned and I wasn't here. Do! Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we've all learned something. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna run out of pigs before I get this. At least I'm not going to run out of mushrooms. Okay, and then I thought I had nether crystal in here. Did I not? Yes, it's right here. That's fine. In fact, one moment, let me just tuck some of this stuff away. Okay, that is all of that. Now, the book is... I'm going to need the book that is used before this. That one. This one. This is called just Book of Binding. Okay. Let's find said Book of Binding. Let's see if it's in there. Nope, not in there. In here. Yes, excellent. And I need yellow dye. Cool. And there it is. It's pulling out from there. Okay. Yep, Dictionary of Spirits. And I'm going to need to sacrifice a pig. Alright, book in. Pig. Sacrificed. Okay. And I'm going to need to probably do this again, so I might as well stand here and make the book. Did I use up all the yellow? Oh, I need one more. And then we've got that. I'll put that in. And dictionary. Okay, that is ready if I need to do that again. And we're ready here. Didn't think about it. It's, yeah, it's, there's another guy bouncing around outside. Okay. Okay. And, oh, I got lucky and got more. Okay, so it's not necessarily only one. Oh, there he is. He's wandering off. Okay, whoever that is. So, yeah. We can now take the... Now this is, this stuff grants fire resistance if I eat it. I'm actually using it not for that purpose. I want to make the chalk, and I've got the chalk, and then if we do this once again, we want the brown, and that's not what I was looking for. Let's, and I got more tallow. Dictionary of Spirits. So let's confirm this is definitely brown that I'm looking for. And yep, brown. Okay. So let's look up brown. So this is... Cocoa bean. Okay, so that should be fine. It's this, Ooh, okay. This is if you, and I don't know that I have the rabbit's feet. Wool's not a problem. The armadillos, there's enough around. I don't think that's a problem. It's the rabbit's foot. So let's check. Yeah, no feet at all. And not much of the way of rabbit. So I will have to go hunt those guys down before we can do that one. But with the, and I will make room to make this final drawing, but with what we do have, I can go ahead and, in fact, let me turn this on so I don't have to try to figure out how to climb into the fire. And I picked it up already, didn't I? Yeah, it's going to bounce in there. Okay. Okay, let's get some of this stuff put away. Alright, that's better. So, let me just stick that in there for a second. This, we're just going to make a nice little fire right here. Before I do that, there. So we don't have a problem. Toss, light, spirit fire. So here we go. This way I can easily get at it. And you hear that kind of sizzle. And you can walk through this fire. You won't take damage. I just can't get in there. It's more for aesthetics. Which, bad design choice on my part. But I now have these chalk. So I will go get the other ingredients, and in a future episode we'll go ahead and make brown, and I will hopefully have enough room here to extend out and make that final space for the final diagram. Just to see what it's going to look like. This looks like it's a pretty big one. So I'm going to probably need another... Looks like 13 by 13. I'm going to need another good size space, and I'll probably go based on how level things are. I might go out this way. Yeah, I'm pretty level area here. I had already dug out a lot of it, so I will just extend this out and have that area set up for our final drawing. I just have to go hunt down some bunnies. So, with all that being said, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. We did some summoning. We did a couple of pigs. Supplied us with the ingredients that we needed to go ahead and make that chalk. I'm excited at the progress we made, and oh, I might as well, since we are here, we'll claim these rewards. I wasn't able to do that. I'm going to do that. I'll wait for a storm and catch it on camera, hopefully. And then, yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do, and there we go. So, lots to look forward to, and I will catch you at the next episode. If you have any comments or questions, please put them down below. I do read everything and reply. If you have enjoyed the episode, which I hope you have, I would appreciate it if you can give me a like. It really helps out my channel. And subscribe, please, to get alerted to new content as I make it available. Hope you enjoyed. This is Cuberized signing off. Take care.